everybody, and welcome back to my channel. And if this is your first time here, welcome. This is Essential Patience, and I am Patience. In today's video, we are talking Roth IRAs. If you don't know what a Roth IRA is, it is an individual retirement account. This is one of the best tax advantaged accounts that anybody can open if you're over the age of 18. If not, then you have to open it with a parent for building financial stability and going towards financial freedom. So in today's video, we're going to talk about it, how to build it up, how to maintain it, but also why it's important to really start it. With the Roth IRA, you're putting away after tax money. There's also the traditional IRA, which I will not be talking about today, but you put pre-tax money into an account and you pay the taxes when it's time to withdraw. But with the Roth IRA, you're contributing after tax money and all the money goes tax-free. You can access it at the age of 59 and a half without any penalty. So if you keep contributing and the money goes to over $1 million, which it easily can, then when you take out $1 million, you don't have to pay any taxes. So as of the year 2022, you can contribute up to $6,000. But as of 2023, you can contribute a maximum of $6,500 for the year. These contributions are made from January. So if you want to start the 2023 tax year, you can start in January 2023 and you can contribute all the way up to April of 2024. Same with this year. If you're still contributing to the 2022 tax year, you can contribute all the way to April of 2023. So there's an extended period of time that you can contribute versus other accounts such as the HSA and the 401k. And unlike the 401k and an HSA, you don't need an employer to open one. So with this one, you can open it on your own, and all you have to do is make sure you put in after tax money. You can open it with whichever brokerage account that you want to. You can contribute at your own pace. And while there is no penalty on withdrawing the money that you put in because you've already paid taxes on it, there is penalty for taking out the interest. So if I put in $6,000 this year and then I decide to take out that $6,000, like there's no penalty for that. But if I earn interest and I take out the interest as well, then I have to pay taxes on that interest. And there will be a penalty for me withdrawing that interest because I'm clearly not 59 and a half, in case you can't tell. But let's get right into building your Roth IRA. You want to start by opening one. There are many platforms that you can use to open your Roth IRA. I think my favorite will probably be Fidelity, but there's also Vanguard and many, many more. But I will probably put some of the different platforms on the screen that you can check out. But just make sure that it is a reliable, well-trusted platform that has been running for many years. You probably don't want to put your hard-earned money into a platform that's only been operating for a few months because you don't know if it'll be there in the next few months. But trusting a platform that's been there for a minimum 5 years will probably be the best. Next, you want to make sure that you're contributing money consistently. Make sure that you create a category in your budget where you put money towards your Roth IRA. So this could be on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis, bi-weekly, bi-monthly, as much as you can. So if you wanted to do it on an even basis, say in 2022, you'd have had to put $500 a month every single month, and at the end of the year, you'd have maxed it out at $6,000. So next year, the maximum you can contribute is $6,500. So you'd be putting in approximately $541 per month. If you can't afford to max it out, you can put in as much as you can afford at the moment and just hope for more, cutting different expenses, earning more money, and then putting in more as your income grows. The next one is to make sure that you are maximizing your contribution potential by really keeping a nice tight budget. It's very hard to contribute consistently if you don't have a budget. I have several budgeting videos on my channel that you can watch if you've never created a budget, or if you're just looking for ways you can cut expenses. Go ahead and binge them all. You just want to make sure that you're looking over your expenses and finding different ways that you can cut out some things that you don't need, or to create funds within your income, because the only way you can continue to contribute more and more to your Roth IRAs, either you increase your income or cut your expenses. Sometimes increasing our income in a time of recession in a difficult time just over the next few months. Like, it takes time. So one of the easiest things you can do is to cut expenses, because not only is that more sustainable over time, but also it allows lifestyle inflation to be noticed before it comes along, but also just to be more responsible with your money and where your money is going. So go over your budget, cut expenses where you can, and maximize your contribution towards your Roth IRA. The next step is to make it a priority. You're only going to contribute as much as you can if it's a priority. If it's not a priority and then you're just putting in a couple of dollars here and there, it's not going to be as much as it could be if you made it a priority. So including it in your budget is one way to make it a priority, but also just making sure that you're making a priority is that it's a goal to max it out. So you're doing a lot of things possible to create income, again, to cut expenses, to create funds, to really put the money into your Roth IRA, because it's not going to max itself out. $6,500 may not seem like the greatest amount to everybody, but it's a lot of money to a lot of people, because a lot of people don't have savings, much less money to put into a retirement account. You make it a priority and you make it a goal to max out. The next thing you want to do is to invest that money. You don't want to just put money into your Roth IRA and let it sit. That's just cash. You could have done that with your savings account. The advantage of a Roth IRA is that money can grow in the investment tax-free. I do not recommend keeping cash there, especially if you don't have a big amount of money where you just want to keep the cash for some reason. I'm not sure why, but always maximize that opportunity that this is tax-free investment. So don't just put the money there and let it sit. Invest that money. And let's say you just weren't sure about the economy, you weren't sure about the stock market, and you would just let it sit for a while. There's nothing wrong with that. You can think about your investment, but don't try to gauge the market, because as the saying goes, time in the market beats timing the market. You can't time the market. Most people lose trying to time the market. So just go ahead and first invest money that you know you will not be touching for many years to come. So even if the market goes down, you're still contributing consistently. The next thing that I would do is to stay away from penny stocks. Stay away from penny stocks in your Roth IRA. If you want to indulge in your penny stocks or try all those things, do it somewhere else. Do it somewhere else, not in your Roth IRA. Is there a chance that a penny stock, stocks that, if you don't know what a penny stock is, like one of those stocks that you buy for like literally a penny or like a few pennies, 50 cents, is there a chance that it can grow to one day be worth $2,000 and that all that money could be tax-free gain? Maybe. What's the likelihood? Not probable. It's so rare that I would just want to make sure that you're not playing with your retirement fund. If you want to have a small amount somewhere outside, sure, do it. But in your Roth IRA, I would stay away from it. I personally stay away from penny stocks altogether. I've not seen a lot of people push it for a retirement account especially, and a lot of financial advisors would not recommend. I'm not a financial advisor, but I listen to financial advisors, and they do not recommend putting penny stocks into your retirement account, especially in your Roth IRA. So stay away from speculative investments within a retirement account, because you don't want to be driving it down to zero, especially if you could have just gotten a good 5, 6, 7, 8% return on something moderate. Then what is a good investment for your Roth IRA? A tried and true example of this will probably be mutual funds or index funds. This is basically one that you want to have really low cost, so you don't want a lot of managerial fees or a lot of maintenance fees, and you just want to keep buying in there. So like the S&P 500, the international market, the total market, mid cap, upper cap, ones that are very low cost, not high maintenance, like you just buy consistently, you don't have to think about everything in there. And that's a tried and true example. If you want to buy individual stocks for your Roth IRA, that's great as well. Because I can't guarantee that any of these companies will be there in the next 40 years, I personally just stay away from that. Bonds are also decent investments, but because of the climate, many bonds yield only like 2%. You can do a bond fund, like a bond index fund, which I think might be better, but they still don't grow as much. I'm young, I can take the risk right now. Maybe as I grow older, I would like to move into more conservative investments. But personally speaking, I just don't like bonds at the moment. Even if you're not confident on the investments and maybe you want to wait, still max out your Roth IRA. Make sure that money is there, and then when you're more confident, then you can go and invest it. Be consistent in your contributions to it, even if you're not buying any investments. And here's why. When this 2022 tax year is over in April, you can't go back and say, hey, I didn't max out my last year's Roth IRA, so let me go max it out now. But if I already put the money there and I'm not confident, so I wait another year or maybe even 2 years, but I'm still just contributing my cash value of $6,500 for next year there, I can still go back and invest that money. So there's no time limit on like when you have to invest the money by. The money just has to be in the account for that tax year by the deadline. And the next one is to really be consistent over the years. So it's not just about being consistent over the month, but also over the years. You're contributing as much as you can now, and you continue to do that in the future, because based on compound interest, based on the growth, the up and down of the stock market, buying consistently over many years, and you can build a Roth IRA worth multi-millions if you're consistent over many years. Do not use it as an emergency fund. Your emergency fund should be in a high yield savings account. Do not take it out as a way to buy a house. Your Roth IRA is a retirement account. I know sometimes people will be like, what if I die before? What if I don't make it to retirement? What if I retire early? Could you take out the money that you put in? Yes. Not the interest without penalty, but you're taking out money that you can't put back. So you're taking out last year's funds. You can't go back and put it back because it was there. And that goes for exactly for my last point, which is leave the money alone. Leave the money alone. Don't bother it. Don't be too consumed with what the market is doing. Just make sure that the funds that you pick, the investments that you pick, are good investments that have a long history. Like the S&P 500 has a long history of being a really good fund. If you want to talk to a financial advisor, different investments experts, do whatever, but leave that money alone. Sometimes when you see it growing, thinking about how you can go on a huge vacation, how you can do whatever, just leave that money alone. Know what it is for, have other funds for other things. Do not combine all your money into that. Leave that money alone and let it grow and let it be for what you first opened it for. So just to demonstrate the power of consistency of the Roth IRA and what it could be if you really stick to your goal of being that consistent. Here is a person that, let's say, opens an account at 22 years old. They want to retire at 62. So for the next 40 years, they're being consistent, contributing $6,000 a year. So this $6,000, we're not doing more or less, just $6,000 per year for 40 years. That is $500 a month. At a 10% return on average, they can have an account worth $2.7 million or more after 40 years. And that is a good amount of money to help ease the burden of retirement, to really take the trips, to do a lot of things that you want to do, but most importantly, take care of yourself during a time where you may not want to work in your old age. So the Roth IRA is a really good retirement account, especially paired with other retirement accounts. If you can, open one the moment you turn 18 and start there. But thank you for watching my video. I hope this video was informative. I've really loved learning about the Roth IRA and about retirement accounts because I don't want to work forever. This video was helpful. Give it a thumbs up, like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know in the comment section what you think about the Roth IRA. Do you have one? Do you want to build one? And if you have any other questions, let me know down in the comment section. Be sure to ring the notification bell because I post a video twice a week on Tuesdays and Fridays. Come over and find out what we're talking about. But thank you for being here and see you in the next one. Bye.